so now we're done. We've got this. I'm gonna go ahead and number it. I wanted to show you what this little X was. We're gonna put an I here. So I just mark it with a little X. I'll show you what that looks like. You'll find them, bear with me. Not that it'll be this color, but one of those little glass balls will go there for the I. So that's why that X is marked there. You'll see as we go through. So I use the numbers for the body to be the lower numbers just because I wanted to keep my glass straight. So we're gonna go right around. The hard part about not numbering your pattern is that if you get to the point where you are cutting different color glass, you're like, this looks like this one and this looks like that one. Where does it fit? So this really takes the mystery out of where the fit of the cut piece goes, because once you are done with your pattern, you can't like really go back and try to figure it out sometimes. This line is a copper line, and that just means I'm gonna put copper foil around it on top, and these are gonna be my glass pieces, and this is all copper here, here, and here. So it looks like his tongue is coming out on the chameleon, or whatever this is. Okay, my pieces are numbered. I'm gonna remove this. Now I'm gonna use this to work on when I'm actually cutting glass. So I'm gonna put it back together. I have my notes on the one end because I wanted to be sure I had the right color glass. And I wanna line that up so I have it in the frame correctly. And then I'm gonna put it back down again. Now I'm not gonna take this off until we're done. So I wanna make sure my pins are in nice and hard, and I've got it pretty much lined up. We're done with the carbon paper, so we can get rid of that. And now this is where we use our shears. These are those cutting shears for patterns or cartoons, pattern shears for foil. And again, it has like a wedge in it. So what it's doing is cutting off enough of the carbon that you made a copy of to allow you to wrap the glass in foil and not get bigger and bigger, because it's 30/32 of an inch, which doesn't sound like much, but if you add it to every single cut, you'll end up, and when you cut your pattern piece, you want to take small strokes, just small little jaggy cuts, and I'll show you why in a second. Bear with me. I'm going to try to get it over to the other side. Notice I'm just taking little cuts. So here's what happens. See, it takes that much of the pattern away. That's garbage. And then you are not going to be so tight with your glass that it won't fit inside the ring. Little trick. So go ahead, we're gonna cut up your pattern. So hopefully with your pattern, Suzanne, that you're using is more straight cuts. I'm gonna teach you the tricks to the round cutting. Curved cutting isn't bad, but if you have to cut a round circle, it's tricky and it has to be done in steps, unless you have some kind of a band saw that cuts glass, which has to be a wet saw, like kind of tile. So I'm gonna go turn it off again, and then we're gonna move on to the next step.